Welcome to the Missouri Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you, but you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to the presenters at any time. This is one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Missouri. And I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, and that's going to be Northwest Missouri State University.
Can you hear me? Okay, thanks. So hello, my name is Madeline Mosbauer. I'm an admissions representative here at Northwest Missouri State University. This is our campus. We are located in Maryville, Missouri. With the location of Northwest, we are, whoa, sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties. There we go. So we are located in Maryville, Missouri. That's roughly an hour and a half north of Kansas City, but we are also really close to the 4 states. Being close to the 4 states, if you want a big city escape, you can either go to Iowa, you can go to Nebraska, you can go to Kansas, or Missouri, but Maryville has a lot to offer still in the town. We have a board game cafe, we have a bowling alley, we have a movie theater, and we have Mozingo Lake, which is free for students to go to MOACAC, which is ropes courses, kayaks, canoes, trap shooting, archery. They're getting bonfire pits with walking trails. So Maryville still has a lot to offer in the town. With academics, we have over 120 majors, and all of those majors do profession-based learning, meaning you're going to get hands-on experience as soon as you step foot on campus. You're not going to see all the seniors doing the work, you're going to be doing it with them. You're also going to have a class average size of 27 students to 1 professor. And with those, we really strive on making sure that the professors, you're not being taught by a grad student, you're being taught by a professional who has a master's degree in that profession. With our academics also, we have a 96% placement rate, meaning 96% of our graduates find a job or continue their education upon graduating. Our career services office are completely free for students, and it's a great resource to go to your freshman year. We host roughly 6 to 8 events a semester, and their big ones are Career Day and Mock Trial Interview Day. The Career Day is for every student. We bring in companies to talk to you. So you'll print out multiple resumes, you'll go talk to them about careers, about internship opportunities. And like I said, it's for every student. So you can go freshman year, you can go every single year that you're a student at Northwest. To get involved on our campus, we have a lot of different student organizations. We have over 150 student organizations. These range from social clubs to academic-based clubs. We have Greek life, we have marching band, we have student senate. So please feel free to get as involved as you want. And if we don't have a club out of those 150, please feel free to create your own. You just need 4 friends and an academic advisor, and we can create that on campus for you. With being on campus also, as a student, you also get free admission to all of our athletic events and guest speakers, musicals, and theatrical performances. So a lot of the majority of the events on campus, you just have to have a student ID and you get into for free. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we're pretty decent at sports. We are currently national champions in basketball. We've also won in 2017, 2019, and then in football, we also have our fair share of national champions as well. With living on campus, it is required your freshman year to live on our campus. We have many different opportunities for you, being our high-rise residential halls of Franken, Milliken, or Dietrich, and then we also have Hudson and Perrin residential halls. All of them are locked 24/7. The big difference in the layouts are the bathroom styles. We have pod-style bathrooms or community-style bathrooms. And then another housing option for our first year experiences are our academic living communities. These living communities mean that we will pair your roommate to be the exact same major as you. So that way you have a class you're going to together. Your whole floor will be within your department. It just makes it a little bit more academically. The students who lived in here have a higher satisfactory rate and they have a higher GPA. So we really strive in making it an academic living. With the application process to Northwest, it is completely free to apply. It's also ACT test optional and it's quick. You don't have to write an essay or anything like that. So it'll take you maybe 15 minutes. The application itself are also admission-based scholarships. All of our scholarships, we will automatically qualify you for those once we get your application in, and we accept the A+ scholarship. With that, we give you $1,500 for your freshman year and your sophomore year. We also have scholarships with our ACT. If you have an ACT score, we take your super score, meaning we take your highest sub-score from each exam and we give you your own composite score. You just need to be sending your ACT scores over to us every single time you take it, and we'll adjust your financial aid award package. These are our scholarships. They're merit-based, meaning that you can get them all 4 years and you can stack them on other scholarships. You just line up your high school GPA, your ACT score, you meet where they match, automatically get with admissions. If you don't have an ACT score, you just go to that far right column, you line up your GPA, and those are the ones that you get. And then if you are an out-of-state student, you also have the option to be able to get in-state rates just by the scholarship. And like I said, they're redeemable and stackable. So you can get those in-state rates with the Bearcat Advantage all 4 years that you're a student. The last thing I talk about is our textbooks and laptops. This is completely included for all of our students. The textbooks are fully insured, or the laptops are fully insured and fully equipped. They're also on a 3-year cycle. So every 3 years, you're going to get the new latest model of the laptop. And then our textbooks, that picture on the right is the legendary room of every semester. We fill a whole room with everybody's textbooks. We get your class schedule, we fill up a bag, and you have it. You can write, you can highlight, and you don't have to pay out of pocket at all for your books. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Next up, we have Ozarks Technical Community College.
Hi, everyone. I'm just going to share my screen really quick. All right. Can everyone hear me? Good, good, awesome. So we are Ozark Technical Community College. We are a 2-year school and we are located in Southwest Missouri with our hub in Springfield, Missouri. So we have different program tracks for different student needs. So we have 6 locations across the Ozarks. We have the Springfield, Nixa, Hollister, Waynesville, Lebanon locations, and then we also have Republic. We also offer several of our programs 100% online. There is no application fee, and you can use your A+ for free tuition at OTC. So reasons to love OTC, there's too many to count, right? But the first is versatility. So programs available include general studies, health sciences, technical education, and then degrees that are designed to transfer to other schools to complete your bachelor's. We also have state-of-the-art facilities and first-class faculty. So in our general education, all of our faculty members have at least masters. Several of them have PhDs. And then when we go into our technical education, all of our technical education instructors have worked in the field for many years. So as far as our state-of-the-art facilities go, we have our plaster and manufacturing center that will be opening up next fall, and then simulation labs as well. So this is going to be a massive center for our manufacturing degrees, and it's going to be really incredible. We also have small class sizes. So our average class size is 17 students with a max of 24. We have incredible resources. So we have free tutoring, computer labs, libraries, writing center, and more. We also have career services that'll help you get your resume prepared and things like that for when you're ready to make that next step after OTC. So flexibility is a big thing here at OTC. We have day, evening, weekend, and online classes available. Our admissions process is very simple. There are 6 steps to do it. The first thing you do is create an account and submit an application at apply.otc.edu. You then complete a FAFSA and list OTC as a receiving school, Send your official transcripts to OTC after you graduate. Complete the guided self-placement. This is awesome because we don't require ACT or SAT scores at OTC. This is a very simple, on your own, low pressure test that you take that recommends what math and English class you start with. Then you would attend an orientation session. Last but not least, you'd register for classes and officially become an OTC Eagle. So if you would like to schedule a campus visit or inquire about any of our programs, please email explore@otc.edu and we will absolutely be able to answer those questions for you. But that's it for me.
Thanks so much. All right, next up we have Lawrence Technological University.
All right, thank you so much. My name is Spencer Mattinson. I'm an admission advisor here at Lawrence Tech. We are located in Southfield, Michigan, which is in southeastern Michigan, about 25 minutes north of Detroit. We are a small private school. As you can kind of see, we're right nestled in downtown Southfield. So there's all the businesses in those gold buildings back there. There's restaurants and there's shopping areas back there. And then where this picture's being taken on the west side, it's more residential. So we're kind of nestled right in this really small town kind of feel. That students really seem to enjoy because you get kind of the best of both worlds. But this is our campus. Like I said, we're a small private school. That's where we're located at in regards to where y'all are at in Missouri. And so we have about 3,000 undergraduate students on our campus. We have about 500 grad students and also doctoral students. We really specialize in small classes and this lab focus intensive coursework. So average class size is about 17 students, 11-to-1 student faculty ratio. We have no teachers assistants or grad assistants. Everybody's going to be a paid faculty member who has either a degree in their field or is working in their field or has worked in their field. So you're going to get actual knowledge from those people who have experience with what they're talking about. Some more of our statistics around there. The most notably, we're probably most known for architecture. We are the #1 architecture school in Michigan, one of the top in the country. Over half of Michigan architects went to Lawrence Tech. We also were founded as an engineering college 90 years ago. So we've been doing mechanical, computer, electrical, civil, architectural, robotics, biomedical, and a whole bunch of other programs that we have to offer at Lawrence Tech listed here. Within our 4 colleges, as I mentioned, our College of Architecture and Design and the College of Engineering, and we also have Arts and Sciences and Business and IT. If you see a double asterisk listed, that's a program where you can get a bachelor's and a master's degree in 6 years. So typically architects take 8 to 10 years to become a certified architect. At Lawrence Tech, you can do it in 6, and that's why we're leading that pack there. And then we also have pre-med programs, pre-dental, pre-law, nursing, IT, computer science with multiple different focuses as well. So lots of different programs that are really diverse in nature. But the key factor that kind of brings them all together is this idea of theory and practice. We were founded, like I said, 90 years ago. Henry Ford had us build our first college in Highland Park, right next to his actual first automotive plant. So the workers there would go to work during the day and then do school at night. And that's where this theory and practice came into play. Theory being that classroom, practice being the work in the actual engineering facility. So 75% of our students have some sort of internship or co-op while they're at Lawrence Tech. You can see all the labs and everything listed around there. So structural testing center in the bottom right, nursing lab in the top right. There's our studios in the middle, and then the left is our chemistry lab. And these are all classes and labs you're going to be going into freshman year. All students start their major freshman year, and we really encourage you to try different things and make sure that what you're choosing is right for you, because you're going to apply directly to a program, and if not a program, the college that you feel like best fits your interests and career goals. The LTUs on the bottom left is our laptop initiative. We give you a laptop freshman year loaded up with what industry says you're going to need for your program. It's up to $75,000 worth of programs that we give you. So if you need SoftWorks, CAD, Photoshop, whatever you need for your major, we will provide it to you for free. So we want to make sure that you're using what industry says you should be using. But it's not all just studying in labs. We have a lot of organizations and programs that you can be a part of. So we do have men's and women's sports. We're part of the NAIA and the ACHA for hockey. We have everything from football to softball, bowling, baseball. We just added cheer and esports as well. So if you want to potentially do that, you can go to l2athletics.com and fill out a recruitment form. We have over 100 organizations as well that you can join, from fraternities, sororities. We have service-based, religious-based, Dungeons and Dragons, video game club, club sports, intramural sports. It kind of spans the entire globe. We have multiple residence halls that you can be a part of and live on campus because you're obviously not going to commute from Missouri every single day. We just built brand new residence halls in 2018 for freshman students called East Hall. So we designed it with students in mind, this idea that everything you're going to need will be there. So there's kitchenette, a second gym set for a rec center, indoor bike storage, study rooms for music and for actual classwork, video game practicing and playing rooms. And we wanted to make sure that the rooms are larger themselves, so you have a larger sized room with your own closet space as well. Free parking, car on campus is allowed, free utilities, and free laundry for all students. So don't have to worry about doing any of that. You all will get reviewed for a merit scholarship when you apply based on your GPA. We look at a holistic review. And then also you get a scholarship for just being an out-of-state student. So that goes directly on top of your merit scholarship. And that qualifies for your 2 Lawrence Tech scholarships you're allowed to get. Our financial aid is listed right there. And then the key factor for Lawrence Tech is our postgraduate success. So 92% of our students have jobs in their field at time of graduation. Average starting salary is $59,000 a year. And that's really driven by the fact that our career services works hand in hand with our students as they're students on campus. We have companies coming to campus every single year. Multiple companies working with Handshake. It's an online database where students can apply for jobs and look for internships and co-ops that fit them. And we really try to make sure that we set you up for success while you're on campus. And we try to help and make sure that you know how to become an employee and how to be an engineer or an architect or a nurse or whatever you're going towards. We want to make sure that we're making your time here as easy as possible. If you're interested in possibly coming for a visit, we are doing visits. There's my contact information with the picture they chose for me. So I've not gotten them to change that. But we have a text line, phone number, and there's my email. You can also do online visits. We have meetings where you can meet one-on-one with the professor. And then we also have some where you can do a virtual tour as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But thank you so much for listening to me ramble.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have Missouri Western State University.
Okay, my name is Peggy, and I do work for Missouri Western. I'm the recruitment manager here at Missouri Western, and I say here, I'm at home tonight. I'm almost afraid to share my screen because I'm not sure how my internet connection is working, but I will go ahead and do it, and we will get through this. In case cut off, I do want to tell you first and foremost, we are open regular campus visits. It's a question we get often due to the pandemic, and we do in-person visits Monday through Saturday at 9:30, and then Monday through Friday at 1:30. So 9:30 Monday through Saturday, 1:30 on regular weekdays, where you get a full tour, you get to talk to an admissions counselor, you get to talk to a faculty member. And so I did want to say that first of all, because I do think the most important thing you can do when you're deciding on where to go to college is visit the campuses, and we are open. So I wanted to let you know that. I will be posting information on how to schedule visits. I'll be posting information on how to apply for admission, and then also just our general website when I get done with this. But Missouri Western itself, we are located in St. Joseph, Missouri, which is about 40 to 45 minutes north of Kansas City. So if you are from a distance, the Kansas City International Airport is very close to us, and it's very doable to fly and get to us and back home in the same day if you do want to visit. We are a campus of about 4,400 students. 3,000 of them are full-time. The rest will go part-time, or some of them are graduate students. We offer 55 majors. We're an applied learning institution, which just means as you go through, you're going to get practical hands-on experience. We're designated applied learning by the state of Missouri, so we take that very seriously here. We don't have classes on Fridays to allow for that applied learning, where you can do your internships, your practicums, your clinicals, your student teaching, whatever it is, you can do those on Fridays and not have it interfere with any of your classes. We're teaching first, so our professors teach every single class. You'll never be taught by a grad student or a teaching assistant, and most all of our professors have as high as their degree takes them in their field. So you will get a great classroom background. Our classroom size is about 16. That's the average, which means some are going to be smaller, some are going to be larger, but overall, you'll deal with about 16 students in your classes. So we pride ourselves on the individual attention and who you're being taught by. You should leave Missouri Western knowing your area well because of who you're taught by, but also because of that hands-on learning. We do know there's another side, a whole other side to going to college, and that's what happens outside of the classroom. And we do have it's between 70 and 80 different clubs and organizations for students to be involved with. Literally everything from fraternities and sororities to religious organizations, community service-based organizations. We have Student Government Western Activities Council, which are very similar to what Student Council would be like in high school. Departments, every department has their own club. And so what we say is if you don't do anything else, at least join the club that falls in your department, because that's where you're going to network, meet professionals that are in your same field, and that's how you find the jobs. So we've got all that going for us. As far as other outside activities, we are NCAA Division II, and we do have 17 different sports for men and women, and a lot of intramural sports. If you've played a lot in high school, but you're not sure you want to compete at the competitive level, you can form your team of other Missouri Western students and compete against other Missouri Western students. And we have enough going on at Missouri Western outside of the classroom that literally you have to choose what you want to do every night of the week because there's a lot going on campus and also in the community of St. Joseph. We are a city of about 76,000. And so there's a lot to do off campus, and the community is very, very supportive of Missouri Western and also of our students. And so as far as applying, that sort of thing, we have a free application. There's no essay. When you apply, you're going to provide us with your self-reported GPA. We're going to admit you on that self-reported GPA. But if you want scholarships, then we do have to have your transcript. And scholarships at Missouri Western, we are open admission. We do not require a test score. And as long as you have a 2.5 GPA, you will get a scholarship. And scholarships here, the very base, GPA base is $200. It goes clear up to $3,500. That's just GPA. We also will take into account ACT and then A+. All students that are A+ will get at least $500 each year they're here, and it grows every year. All of our scholarships are guaranteed as long as you're in good academic standing, and they do grow by 1,000. Your second year, 500, your third year, 500, your fourth year. So it's one of those things that if you're awarded a scholarship, you can count on it all 4 years, even if maybe you have a rocky semester. So with that said, I am reviewing here. Cost-wise, we are about $17,000 for a year. Our residence halls are set up in a way where we have a freshman hall, but it's set up where there's a bedroom and a bedroom connected by a bathroom. The most you'll ever share your bathroom with here will be 3 other people. And I think that's one of the things students like best is the no community bathrooms. And we do not require students to live on campus if they live within 50 miles of St. Joe. If they live beyond that, we do like for them to live on campus their first year, because at least they have a support system here that they're used to having at home. We provide it here. And so I am famous for taking too much time. So I talked quickly to try to get through it, and I will be here at the end to answer any questions you have. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so we've had a couple schools that were unable to be with us this evening. So we are going to move on to the next portion of the session, some questions so we can hear from the rest of our presenters a couple more times. So with that being said, I'd like to pull up some of those questions here. I'll have all of my presenters pop back on screen if you don't mind. Okay, so we're going to start with Northwest Missouri. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
The biggest thing I would say is that it's okay to make a mistake in this college admissions process. We're here to help you and guide you. So if you don't get something sent in perfect the first time, don't stress. It's really okay. We're all here to help you make that decision and really help you have a successful college experience. So don't sweat the small stuff.
Thank you. Ozarks, what advice would you give someone?
It would be helpful if I was unmuted, right? Okay. So I would say if you have the opportunity, visit. Go and visit whichever campus you want to go to. If you have 5 schools in mind, try to visit all of them because you won't know if some place is the right fit until you can actually see yourself there.
Thank you. Lawrence, what advice would you give?
So I normally tell my students, make this decision for yourself. There's going to be a lot of factors that you're going to hear from a lot of people. Oh, I went there, or grandpa went there, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever goes there. Find the school that fits best for you academically, financially, interest wise. There's so many opportunities. You can already see that we have multiple just diverse schools here in itself. Find the one that you feel like best fits your needs and what you would like, and you're going to have a good time.
Thank you. Missouri Western, what would you give? What advice would you give?
I'll just echo off of really what everyone else has said. And like I said in my presentation, visiting campuses that's crucial. Someone can be in your high school and talk to you about all they know about their college. But until you're actually on the campus and feel it for yourself and see, you just get the gut feeling, hey, this is me and I belong here. It's really hard to get a true feel for it. The other thing I will say, and I think it's unfortunate that we do this, every college does, us included, is ask a major. You do not have to have it all figured out before you start college. When you get to college, there's ways that every college will help you decide what's best for you based on your personality and your talents and your interests. And that will come. So first and foremost, find a place that you feel comfortable with and you can see yourself at. So again, just visiting the campuses.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next question. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school? We'll start back up with Northwest Missouri.
I want students to remember that Northwest is really in the middle of everything. Maryville itself is one of the safest college campuses in the state. And in addition to that, it has such a close reach to 3 major metropolitan areas. So regardless of what you're looking for in a school, Northwest really has all of it to offer.
Thanks. Okay, Ozarks, what do you want students to remember?
So the big thing that I want people to remember is that OTC is a great option for students to figure out what they want to do, have a student-centered experience, and do it at a very affordable rate.
Awesome, thank you. Lawrence, what is your one thing?
So we are out of state, but we don't have any out of state fees, and we actually give you a scholarship to go out of state. You get a small campus feel, and it's a great way to experience something a little bit different.
Wonderful, thank you. Missouri Western?
I would say with Missouri Western, we call ourselves the Western family, and literally everyone at Missouri Western cares about everyone else. And so it's just a big family. And most of our students do describe Missouri Western as home. It feels like home to them.
Awesome, thank you. All right, and our final question here. What is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process? I know this is kind of a tricky question. So if you're not ready, we can pass and go to the next and come back. But Northwest Missouri, do you have a myth?
I think so.
Awesome.
You don't have to be a perfect student to go to college or to get scholarships or to have fantastic scholarships. even if, I mean, I know virtual learning was really difficult. Northwest has a holistic admission process. So if you think your grades aren't up to par, apply and let us help you. You don't have to be a 4.0, 36 on the ACT student to get into Northwest or any school really. So don't hold yourself back before you even try.
Thank you. OTC, what is one myth you have?
So one myth that I'd like to debunk is when you are applying for colleges, specifically ones that require essays, be honest, be true to yourself. Don't try to use these keywords that you think we're looking for. We're trying to see why you are a right fit for us and vice versa. The worst thing you can do is start on a dishonest note, and we can usually tell when things are formulated.
Thank you. Lawrence.
So someone mentioned it earlier, and I want to just echo it again. You don't have to know exactly what it is you want to do. I mean, I think there's this idea that you have to know exactly what it is you want to do, and you have to be ready to go, and you have to be ready to just jump right in. You can use college to figure that out. Average college student changes their major 4 times. It's going to naturally happen just on interests alone. You're going to see different things. You're going to find out something that you thought you've never even heard of before, or it was different than what you thought, and you're going to experience it, and you're going to might want to go that route. So don't feel like you have to know exactly what it is you want to do right now. You can have kind of a jumping off point, and then from there, you can figure out exactly what it is that fits best for you.
Perfect. Thank you. And Missouri Western.
I'm always the last, so I have to come up with something different here. What I would say honestly is I think sometimes people look at admissions people like salespeople, and technically in ways we are, but I will say for me, and I know a lot of other people from a lot of other institutions. I've been in this business since 1988. We are just all here to help. And I don't think there's anyone in the profession that's going to mislead you, meaning they're going to say all the things you want to hear to get them to come to your college. We're all real people. We're all here to help. And sometimes our college is going to be the best fit for you, but sometimes it's not going to be. And so I'm going to say just trust your admissions representatives, and they're not going to mislead you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up for us. So thank you so much to our presenters for your time, for all the wonderful information you've shared. And thank you to our participants for being with us tonight. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey. We appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. I believe this is also going on Thursday night as well. So definitely check those out. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Missouri. And that is all we have for this evening. So thank you so much for being with us. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.